Welcome back, you guys. TF Brick Squad. So today we're going to be going over 13 sellers and 16 packages. But I want to start it off with a comment that I actually got from one of my videos right after I literally posted it today. Today's March 13th, 2026. Comment is from, Rasta Randy. I'm going to leave his little comment down here below. He had said and asked me, I don't know if it was really a question, but I'm going to answer it as a question because I get this question a lot. I mean, seriously. When I see you buying on Whatnot streams, I'm always curious of what you're building. So my mind goes into it's technically five, but I'm just going to put it at four. When I'm in a Whatnot show, whatever, first thing that usually really comes to my mind the most is the minifigs. Do I have or need? Usually a lot of it comes back to needing, of course. But there's a lot of minifigures that I do go for. I usually try to go for more the newer version because of the fact that, you know, the plastic of the material, everything else. There's more print. There's more just detail to the minifig. There are some cases that I do go for the minifigs that are, you know, a little bit more older school that we know that Lego probably won't ever make these, and if they do, it's not going to be a couple years from now. So sometimes I do go for those. And then along with it as well, is it something that I don't have, and can I army build with it? So that's one of my biggest things that I usually always go for the most. Number two is parts. I have plenty of parts, but there's some parts out there that Lego either will never make, or you have to go on Bricklink, or you have to go on some other platform to be able to find them, or Lego themselves. You know, you got the best sellers, and then you got standard. Unfortunately for me, it just takes too long, 6 to 8 weeks to get it from Lego themselves. You know, and then you just completely forget about it. You know, 2 months later down the road, you know, and it's like, oh wow, it finally shows up. So I usually try to always find parts on Whatnot that Lego has, and sometimes it's a win. It's a win or lose situation. Sometimes I actually find what I'm looking for, and then there's some cases where I'm having to go through 20 different sellers asking for a part, or even checking out their shop to even see if they even have what I'm looking for. And a lot of times they don't, and sometimes they do. So it's kind of really just a hit and miss. The biggest question is mocks. Unfortunately, due to my circumstances right now living in an apartment, it's kind of really hard to build a mock of what I really want to build. But unfortunately, you know, I'm buying stuff that's 7, 8, 9 a year from now. We know how Lego parts are. Sometimes they're available in the shop, the pad wall, you know, you either buy them and then, you know, they take them off and then you never see those parts ever again. So sometimes there's a lot of those times where I'm always just searching for parts, and I can never go wrong with parts. I'm just always looking for, especially parts that I don't have. And I got told by a mock builder. I was actually at Bricks and Minifigs one day, and I was talking to a mock builder, and they had like these massive mocks. And the one thing that he actually told me was just like, buy stuff that you don't think you'll ever need. And that really just kind of like stuck with me the most, because I was just like, there was a lot of parts that I was always like, oh no, I don't think I'm going to need that, or oh, I don't think I'm going to ever need this. When I was buying bulks from Facebook Marketplace, when I literally first got into Lego, I picked out all the parts that I thought I would need, and then got rid of a lot of parts that I didn't think I was really going to ever go for. And I regret that now. I wish I really did keep those parts, because now I'm in the part where I'm kind of, well, I am buying those parts again all over again now, versus if I would have just kept them and hold on to them, and I'm like, oh shoot, you know. But yeah, my parts are always it's for what I want to build. I'll leave a picture right here. I want to build like a massive something, kind of like, and this is going to be a weird, odd way to put it, but so, like, if you know the game Fortnite, where Fortnite's got like a thing going on over here, another thing going on, different themes. And of course, you're probably going to be like, you know, you're going to need the space, you're going to need tables, you're going to need, that's what I plan on having. That's my dream is to pretty much have. I don't want to say too much because again, that's still kind of somewhat in the making as well too. But I want to have that whole big old thing. I want to have my cantina over here. I want to have a whole forest thing going on over here. I want the Imperials fighting off the rebels, a little war going on over here, a river that's going on over here. Like, I have ideas, and these parts that I'm buying from Whatnot, and you see, gosh damn, man, you know, you bought a lot of these already, and yes, I have, but you know, I've talked to people like Imperial Collectors, for instance. Shout out to him. I'll leave his profile right here. He's got a mock from when he was selling, and I was asking him questions. You know, it's just like, hey, any type of advice, blah blah blah, and he's just like, you know, make sure you just bunker down on buying parts, because you know these, you know, when you start building and you get to the point where you're like, oh shoot, I need this or I need that, and you know, you don't want to ever come to that, because then your little project of whatever you're working on right there and then just starts coming into an end, because then you got to start ordering more parts. And number 4, parts. I try to stay far from standard, obviously ordering it from Lego, because it takes forever, just because of the way, you know, the website. And like I said, I try to usually find the parts on Whatnot and take it from there. But yeah, great question, Rasta Randy. I do like answering these questions. I'm probably going to start doing more of it. And it just lets you guys know of like what I'm looking for. And that's just that. So we're going to get straight into it. First one's going to be from, this was a giveaway, by the way. Lego and Life Advice. If you know her, great seller. I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. This is just a full-on letter. Excuse me. So, this is like the first time I've ever actually received a letter, too. Thank you so much for joining my Whatnot stream, and congratulations on your giveaway win. I wanted to make my giveaway something clever, fun, and guaranteed you'll use it. Hope this makes you smile and you'll join another Lego and Life Advice show again soon. Cheers, Kimmy. A sticker as well. Thank you, thank you. Oh wow, was not expecting that. Okay. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, you know, I think this is definitely gonna go up on the wall for sure. I know for sure not to throw it in my bank account. I don't think I've ever actually owned a $2 bill before, so this is actually pretty cool. Nice, thank you, Kimmy, thank you, thank you. I've never owned a $2 bill before. This is going up on the wall. Have you ever seen the $2 bill? Anyways, really, really cool. Thank you. I've seen them before. Other people have them, but yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I almost kind of want to put that in a frame. I know other people are like, yeah, you've never seen a $2 bill before. I never really paid any attention to a $2 bill before. That's cool. That is really cool. Thank you, Kimmy. All right, next one's gonna be up for B1 Bricks. So there's like 3 packages from this guy. Again, I'm gonna leave it right here. I know I ordered like a ton of parts from him. That I do know. I'm just gonna start throwing these all down here. No fly today, it seems like, which is great. Okay, let's get into these. Oops, I cut the bag again. That's just great. Okay, well, without trying to tip it. So B1 was selling like a whole bunch of parts. This time I have the camera a little bit more down, so I don't have to always like reach way up. Oops. Just of helmets, you name it. Got me with that. Shoot. Let's see if I try to 212th Airborne. Like I said from the beginning of this video, parts are probably like the most biggest, especially accessories, helmets, you know, legs, torsos. You buy a helmet from one person, next you know, oops, I'm just gonna dump them because the bag's already ripped. And then, you know, another person's maybe selling a torso for like $3. You know, and then if you already have an extra pair of legs that go to something, you know, it's a win-win. This is again from B1. So, well, this is gonna be fun. I don't want to murder her name, but Ara Singh, if I'm saying her name right. Ara Singh, you know what it is. If you know, you know. Yeah, she's missing the hairpiece, but I bought the hairpiece. So that is again from another person on Whatnot. So it's great. It's great. So now I believe I have the full complete of the Bounty Hunter assault ship. Everything's all there now. Except for Embo. Sorry. Yeah, except for Embo. Embo is probably the only one that's really hard to come across now. And then... See, I thought all the bags were going to be like that. Anyways, but yeah, just a whole bunch of random people in here. I'm going to dump them all out because there is... Got the Leia. This hairpiece, which is crazy, really cheap. But the minifigure is like $100 right off bat. So, got the hairpiece. Again, Geo. Missing arms, but easy part. Easy part to get the helmet as well too. Just a whole bunch of just, here, let me show you. Just a whole bunch of just random stuff. This guy just needs a helmet, which is, again, real easy to get. But yeah. The other one was, if you know her, I don't know her name off the top of my head, but you know. So boom, got the head. But yeah, so that is that. Thank you, B1. Those parts are going to definitely be going into my inventory for sure. Next seller is going to be from That One Kid Jr. Gonna leave it right here. Sure. Jawa, and then the cape as well too. So cool. Figs by Alyssa. Hopefully I said that right? Figs by Alyssa. Yeah. Oh, that's right, animals. So I was actually in her show, and I was trying to find these bear cubs that I don't want to order from the Lego website because it's apparently, I guess Lego's got some type of like delay right now apparently. So you'll see this bear in one of these other packages, by the way. Wasn't really going for the Minecraft one, which is wasn't. I'll just break that for parts. An owl. This bear right here. So you'll see that in one of these other packages. Not from this seller though. And then looks like this is a rabbit and another owl, a canine maybe, a little rabbit, and a sheep. So if you know, you know. You've seen these probably before. So that is that, which is great. Add that into it as well. I'm gonna try and keep that clean, but oh well. Alright. I'm going through all these other, pretty much like the bubble mailer packages, because it's easier to get these open. This is from Leo's Artifacts, by the way. Oh, yes. So, I was in his show. I'm saying, see, these are parts that I was really trying to get. These ones. These are good. Really, really good. Get these. If you're building mocks, get these. These are really, really handy. Now, you know, obviously I haven't built a mock and haven't shown you guys a mock, but these parts I see in a ton of mocks. Get these while you can. Go to Lego Pab Wall, whatever the heck, get them. Get them while you can because those are really, really good parts. Sunflower, I got these just because it's like, I think I probably will use these. Maybe not a whole lot of them, but you know, some of them. And then the last little one, which I was glad that I got it from him because I went to Lego. So these are the little black monkeys. And so I was just like, huh. So I went to Lego website and then I was like, looked at the monkeys. So since I got like 2 of them. And then I seen that they were out of stock. So I was like, oh wow. Well, what are the odds of that happening? Glad I got them. So that is that. Leo's Artifacts. Gonna go for the boxes now. Young Swag Lego. Oh yeah, here's one of the bears. So if you watched the last video, I got 2 black bears. Now, I knew the condition of this one, which I gotta find out whether if I just need to replace the head or if there's a way of fixing this head. So the only problem with this one is that his head doesn't stay up. You see that? It just drops. So, but overall, not a bad minifig for a bear. These bears are pretty expensive as well too, so I got it at a real good price because of the head part. But I mean, if I'm building a mock, I can just easily put his head down because, you know, he's eating something, you know. So that's the plus side of that. Wasn't sure if I wanted to get the polar bear as well too. I like to go for more detail, like in the minifig, whether if it's an animal, whatever. You know, if it's got more detail, then great. Scrooge from Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Scrooge McCloud. I'm hoping I'm saying that name right. Again, right here. These packages, like I've always said before, they sit next to the bed, and then I just completely forget, like, what did I get from this guy? Interesting, more stickers. I don't know if that's a Pokemon card or something. I didn't get this. This is kind of good. I guess thing he throws in. Thank you though. Those are, one of them looks pretty neat. I gotta look at it. But I got the these parts that I've been like really looking for, but it seems like nobody has them. And you're probably like, oh shit, I've seen that piece. This is a pretty hard part to get on Whatnot, it seems like. But he sells like a lot of plant stuff and trees and everything else. So I definitely caught these. Looks like I'm gonna probably need like another 2 more to make a full tree or something, you know. Add it to the collection. So maybe later down the road I'll come across another seller that's got maybe the same color of those or what. This one's from Minifigure Hub. Sheesh. Like, I like these boxes, I really do. Some of them are just a pain to open, man. Oh. Okay. Kashyyyk helmets. Teresa. Yeah. Can you shut the door? Sorry, you guys. So yeah, just 2 Kashyyyk helmets. You never know when you come across a Kashyyyk minifigure that's just missing a helmet. And you get the Kashyyyk minifigure for really cheap. Just saying. A lot of people be sleeping. We're gonna go for Apex Retro. Let's not cut it that way, actually. That's probably not a good idea. That's something I haven't ever seen before. Okay, okay. I like the colors, man. Black and gray. Reminds me of the Raiders, you know? Just saying, just saying. I got a lot from this guy. I don't know what to... Well, that's pretty neat. Oh, I'm sorry for the lights. It's like a postcard, it looks like. Huh. But yeah. This card, and then another Bigfoot sticker. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, yes. So let's get into it. I love these bags, man. See? No point of having this bag if I would have known that I was going to get one of these bags. Which I knew because I know there's somebody else in here that's probably got that exact thing. So, Cool. So these parts right here, again, this is for another idea later down the road. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really good price. Really good price. So when I'm shopping on whatnot, you know, I'm also looking at like, you know, when I'm in a show, I'm usually on the Lego website as well, checking to make sure that I'm not spending too much out of pocket. And then there's some times where it's like the seller's really selling it. You come across parts like for what, $2? And like you look at this is a lot more than usually $2. So, you know, that part is what I'm also looking for as well too. I'm already using this bag, so I'm just gonna use it, but I'll probably use that bag later, probably after this video. So that's that. Another good bag as well too. Oops. I'm just gonna tackle these real quick. Damn, these are all good bags, man. These are all gonna come in clutch. Can't get enough of these. Now, I don't really know what I'm gonna use them for, but you know, that's part of the fact that it'll be in with my other parts as well. So at least I know I have plenty of them. So that's that. I'm gonna do both of these bags together because they're pretty much the same thing. So dark greens as well. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops. Telling you, big forest, whole bunch of stuff. If you've watched a lot of my other videos, you know that there's a lot of these greens that I've just been stacking up on a lot. And I don't want to be like, again, I'm going to leave a picture right here kind of like showing exactly what I'm talking about. I want there to be a lot of trees. I want there to be a lot of bushes, rocks, this, that. Like you go to a forest, you know, forest out in the middle of, let's just say Colorado, you know. There's not really a whole lot of empty, well, there is empty space, but there's just a lot of trees in certain areas, you know, and that's kind of like what I'm aiming for. Like I said, Fortnite and everything else, you know, trees, mountains, etc. And, you know, open land a little bit. So these are the OG trans clear parts that kind of like glow when you put light on them. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sweet. Alrighty. That was Apex Retro. Alright, this one's going to be from Jason. Now, Jason's not a seller on Whatnot, but I do know him in the group that I am in, Boys V12 on Instagram. I'm going to leave that right here. We were talking and he was just like, oh yeah, I got a bear that you may want. And I was just like, really? He's like, yeah, I got like a whole bunch of stuff. So, again, thank you, Jason. I'm going to leave his name right here. That's his first name because that's what he wants. And then, yeah. I told you didn't have to give me all these dogs. So, it's a lot of the, which I don't really see these dogs around, but I got like a whole bunch of them. And then this dog, I don't know the name of these type of dogs, but if you know, you know. But yeah, just a whole bunch of different ones. And then the brown bear that I was telling you about. This one is in actually good condition. the head doesn't fall. Obviously, I have to really actually churn it. So that's great. But yeah, so cool. Thank you again, Jason. This one's gonna be from S-Fran 646. Gotta leave it right there. Getting into the unknown. Reasons why I say unknown is because, like, again, these are packages that have been sitting next to my bed for like probably since the last video. Yeah, probably since the last video. It's about like a week. At most, maybe 2, week and a half. Great on packaging. That's awesome. You guys are probably like, well, you seem shocked. I do seem shocked right now. I seem very shocked. I don't want to say this on here. So I picked up 3 figs. I have a whole bunch of these guys, but I plan on doing something with them. So it involves replacing the head and mixing it with other things. So yeah. I don't remember buying this guy. Don't get me wrong, I want him. The hover tank pilot or driver. Yeah, again, I'm not complaining. Oh, original head as well too. Not complaining, because I'm actually starting to just now collect these. Again, March 13th, 2026. I just actually started considering on getting into it. Again, we're moving and stuff, so I'm not really trying to be buying stuff anymore because the month of, we're supposed to be moving up out of here by April. So, you know, I don't want to be buying stuff and then stuff still comes to this address. Yes, I could put it into a P.O. box, but I want to be too much focused on moving. So it's going to be kind of just but I don't remember getting this minifig though. Maybe I did, I just completely forgot. I'm going to have to obviously watch the video receipt. That's awesome, because that's the very first one in my collection now. I don't have it. I've been seeing a lot of it on Whatnot, but super pricey, man. 25, 30 bucks, even $40 for that one minifig. I don't know, man. And this time I know I'm not like gonna miss it because I definitely want to hop on it. Just like I said in the last video, you know, everybody was not buying Embo, and now look at Embo. Embo's over here freaking selling for a lot more than from 2 months ago, let's just say. This one's going to be from Lord Business. Gonna, again, leave it right here. I like shopping from this guy because he's got a lot of great parts. Lots of great parts. Okay. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find this out. I buy too many parts from this guy, which is okay for me. Okay, cool. It's getting pretty done. This is a good thing I didn't put everything up here. This is supposed to be 200 of these little tiny parts. You know what they are. Cool, cool. These leaves. There was another seller, Bunzel. He had very little of these. And that's when I don't see them as in bulk, I don't go for them. Because it's And again, I'm not trying to talk any smack or anything, but it's like when they sell them by just very little, you know, I feel like I can get a better deal elsewhere, which, again, go to check out Lord Business. Dude's stacked. Dude's got plenty of it. Good deal, too. Again, here we are with these 1x4 clear, trans clear tiles again. Or, you know, trans clear parts, but yeah. I need to stop buying these because for some reason, I don't know what it is. I always just buy them though. Use parts. So yeah, start scale. Oh, and the last seller for today is going to be Jar Jar Bin Lifton. Again, I'm going to leave her right here. He's another one that's, well, yeah, he is another one inside the group on Instagram as well. Oh, yes. Jeez. I thought that paper was thick, man. This one's even more thicker. Jeez. So, yes. Oh, that makes sense now. Gotcha. Oh. Nice. Thank you, Jar Jar. Jar Jar Bin Lifton. And then this. So, I don't want to say what this is for. But there's another one. There's another one, and then there's like a little smaller one as well, too. I don't want to say what this is for. It's kind of like more of a surprise for a video later down the road. Jar Jar knows what it's for. But, yeah, I just want to leave it at that. But, yeah, pretty big thing. You're wondering, yes, it goes to the Java Cell Barge, but it's not going to be for the Java Cell Barge. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Again, last package for the biggest package. The one that barely fit inside the mailbox, like literally. I know the mail lady, mailman, whoever the hell, they must really hate me. They must really hate me. This dude's freaking ordering again? And then, like, before I did this video, because it's like only 11, I was like, are there any packages showing up today before I do this video so that I can just wait until 12? So yeah. Jeez, you're seeing it for your own eyes. Like, this box opens like 4 different ways. Okay, yeah, this is... I buy a lot from Jar Jar. I really do. I really do. I don't know what the heck that was, but okay. Just gonna pull everything all out. And then, yeah. Okay. Big mocks, you need a lot of plates. Definitely go out for those. Definitely. So yeah. Those over there, those gotta get washed. I wash everything that I get, so let's start off with these. Old school. These are, again, if you build mocks, you obviously know what these are really used for. I have a lot of those as well too, but again, it never hurts to have more fun. Another big one. Oops. And then, as you already see, hand plates. If you know about me, you know I'm always collecting these trans clear fire parts. Always. Always, always. It's always got like a nice little spot in me, you know. Trans clear as well too. Helmet parts. Never know. And then this is, oh yeah, this is the helicopter one. So this is Marvel. He hit me up and he was just like, hey, do you want this? And I was just like, what is it? So like if Lego made military vehicles, you know, it's Marvel, obviously. He's sending me the propellers and shit. But yeah. You're probably wondering, well, the helicopter, it's not in Star Wars. It's not. I was looking at more just for the parts. You know? So definitely looking for the parts. I wasn't really looking at the build. I mean, sticker parts as well too. You know, those are good as well. But yeah. I thought it was actually pretty cool. And then I went to go like look at it like Marvel's crazy, man. That's cool though. But yeah, pretty sick set. Other than that, that's everything. There's gonna be one more video. Like I said, today is March 13th, 2026. There's gonna be one more video for, looking at the calendar right now, for the 20th. By then, all my packages that I have ordered for the month of March should be here by then. And then that's going to be it for that. But I don't want to get too much into that. I'll save that more for the next week and everything. Just kind of giving you also a little heads up. I do have a proud sponsor as well. I'm going to leave the website for Hottimesauces. Going to definitely leave that after the video. Thank you so much. I'm going to get more into that for the next video. Just showing also a little appreciation to them as well. And I'll describe more next time. But other than that, take it easy. Peace.